Okay guys, so I'm in my playground, right? So I have a busted knee, I've had 10 surgeries on my left knee, so things like living close to the mountains here, the foothills of LA, to be able to go and hike, isn't really the thing that I'm able to do, but I'm here in an empty freaking gym on J 1st. So I thought, you know, I'm going to do a quick video on the subject on how long does it take for you to keto adapt based on what? Your personality. Why is a gym empty? In 3 days it'll be packed because people went and partied last night. The reality is, as I'm repeating myself, that it doesn't matter. Everybody wants to wait until tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks, next year. Everybody's waiting to improve their life. So I'm going to wait until after Thanksgiving. I'm going to wait until after Christmas, and then I'm going to wait until after New Year's because I want to go out and drink. Those people have a very, very small adherence rate to keto adapt or to actually get healthy. So lately I've had a lot of people with freaking health issues and young people. And what you have to do to keto adapt or to create ketones viable is so difficult. And so for that to happen more quickly, you can't set a tomorrow goal. You have to set a today, right now, this darn minute goal. I changed my thinking. Do I love gyms? No. Look at that. I'm not in love with gyms. But what I am in love with is the fact that after all these surgeries on my knees, so much inflammation from being a pro skateboarder, almost being at the age of 50, I am still able to use my body in any capacity. So you'd have to pull me away from the gym on J 1st. That's right. I'm going to be right here. How long does it take for you to keto adapt? Some people show great numbers, and I've mentioned this before, so people have seen me talk about this. Okay, you've heard me. But for the newbies, listen up. People might see on their glucometer, which is very subjective, numbers like 70s in the glucose. Some people actually reach the 60s, and they might actually hit 2s and 3s with their ketones. But here's a very interesting story. So I have a guy, perfect ketogenic numbers, but his glucose dropped to 60 something, and his ketones were still over 2, and he felt sick, shaky, and awful. And I said, that's hypoglycemia. And so it's proof positive that even though he showed great ketogenic numbers on his glucometer fast, he wasn't using the ketones. So that means low glucose, not using those 2.0 ketones, and boom, hyperglycemia, shaky, nausea. This is the reason why your application of ketogenesis must be spot on. You can't frack around like some other stupid diets and hope for success, because this is no joke. If you don't do the correct application of keto, it will mess you up. It'll backslap you harder than you can imagine, than a truck hitting the back of your head. A lot of people who do keto who've got thyroid issues are like, oh, my thyroid issues came out and got worse. And I'm like, yeah, I've seen both. I've seen better, I've seen worse. Worse is always the wrong application of your keto. So I started changing the numbers. I said, give yourself 3 months. Yeah, give yourself 3 months to adapt. That means take your freaking time. Do not be in a hurry. And then I said 6 months. Now I'm saying a year, because in my first year, I made critical mistakes. Now, those mistakes did not exacerbate polycystic ovarian syndrome or very common hypothyroidism, and almost everybody has some type of adrenal dysfunction. I don't have that. So can you imagine making mistakes in the first year? And if I had one of those illnesses or issues, yes, then you would see hypoglycemia, hair thinning, cold all the time, getting super constipated. You guys have to know the difference between like a keto flu that's going to last from 3 to 2 weeks to really having an underlying issue that's already there come out. I will grind this issue. I will do video after video after video talking about nearly the same subject, because a lot of you guys still don't get it. You can't just do whatever stupid application you see on the internet and expect to be in ketosis. A lot of you guys think you're in ketosis because you use urine strips. You don't. You use that ridiculous product Keto OS. You're not in ketosis. It's just so many things people have their protein too high, you're not in ketosis. You're drinking coffee, you're not in ketosis. You're eating a lot of cheese, you're not in ketosis. That's why lately I've been talking about organic acid testing. Let's find out if you have an MTHFR gene mutation. And if those words don't make sense to you, then don't look up that crap on the internet and go dig deeper on trying to understand physiology. It's not that hard, you guys, as long as you are willing to do your due diligence and stop expecting keto so fast. You'll learn, and then you'll do the right application of it. You'll take your time, and you will not exacerbate your thyroid, and you will be rock star on keto. So that's the tip that I want to give on January 1st, 2016. Holla! Don't forget to vote on Jimmy Moore's lowcarbconversations.com. He has taken 9 women, I'm being one of them, to be his new co-host, and so there's got to be this whole voting process, whatever. But between January 1st and January 5th, which is Tuesday, January 5th, 2016, I need you guys to go between me and 3 other women, click on the little vote for stuff, and that'll be awesome. And check me out on Periscope, because I just started doing broadcasts, and that's awesome because I can talk to people directly. And my Periscope name, so download the app onto your phone or your computer. It's for all smartphones, so that means Droid and Apple systems. So you can look for Stephanie. No, it's not Stephanie. It's Steph the Business, BIZNESS. So Steph the Business on Periscope. This way I can do live broadcasts like right now. If it was a Periscope, I could talk to you guys live, which is awesome because not only do you see that I'm able to answer questions on the freaking spot without going on the internet and Googling the answer, but you can also see everybody else's questions and concerns or comments of what has happened to them. So great social media, can't stand it. I know I'm on it right now, but Periscope is something that I'm tolerating because I get to interact with you guys. So also you can go to stephanieperson.com if you're interested in a consultation to learn more. What else? Or Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page, where I really try to break down the science or ask the big questions so you guys can answer. Or you can go to Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram. And I'm about to peace out and get my butt out of the inside to outside, because the weather is what? It's freaking amazing. J 1st, 2016. But